15th in the world. They got to France via a playoff against Ukraine, and they're quoted at a generous 33-1. But coach Miroslav Blažević has at his disposal some of the finest footballing talent in Europe, and the Croatians could be one of the surprise packages of France '98. Here's Paul Dempsey with his look at a reformed and reborn footballing nation.
A look at Zagreb now, and you would never know that in the early 1990s, Croatia was gripped by horrendous civil war. The recovery seems complete. And in football terms, Croatia is certainly an emerging power. In 3 years, they've become one of Europe's most formidable teams. They emerged from the old Yugoslavia with an abundance of talent. It was not without pain, though. In 1990, Zvonimir Boban became a national hero when he attacked Serbian police as they turned on Croat supporters during a league match between Dinamo Zagreb and Partizan Belgrade. To reach their first ever World Cup finals, Croatia would first have to subdue the 1992 European champions Denmark and the 94 finalists Greece. It looked like being a tough section. It was a grand irony that so shortly after the end of the Civil War, Croatia's opening World Cup qualifier should be against their neighbours Bosnia. The match was played on neutral territory in Bologna in Italy, and in front of a sparse crowd, it went to script for the Croatians. They won 4-1. Slaven Bilic's early strike put them in charge, and Alan Boksic got his second to round off the scoring 6 minutes from time. Croatia returned home to be greeted by wild expectation, the fans believing that a run of 3 home matches would give them the platform to qualify. But they could muster only 3 draws. Against Denmark, Davor Šuker headed them in front after a superb cross from Robert Jarni. But Brian Laudrup caught out Ladic and curled one into the top corner to level it. That was followed by a 3-3 draw against Slovenia, and the team seemed to be falling apart.
Yes, at one time I thought we wouldn't succeed, and at that moment the whole of Croatia turned against me. The 3 results, when we drew with Greece and Zagreb, and in Split with Denmark and Slovenia, these were big disappointments, and I was really doubtful that we would qualify.
But Miroslav Blažević hung in there, supporting his players publicly, claiming they played best under pressure, and he vowed they'd win all their remaining matches to go through. A golden generation of Croatian talent is spearheaded by Davor Šuker and Alan Boksic, 2 of the world's greatest strikers. Boksic has been plagued by injuries, but when fit, he's proved almost impossible to stop, even playing against the world's best defences in the Italian league. That's why Lazio was so keen to bring him back from Juventus after just 1 season. Šuker took on one of the most demanding roles for any striker at Real Madrid, but he has made a complete success of it.
I think there is a name that stands out, and it is Davor Suker. He scored 80% of Croatia's goals. Of course, there are many other important players, like Boksic, like Boban, like Prozanecki and Asanovic. We have a very strong team, but as I said before, Suker is a natural goal scorer.
After 3 successive home draws, Suker came up with a priceless goal away to Greece, a 1-0 win in Salonika to put Croatia's campaign back on track. At home to Bosnia, Croatia were hot favourites to get their campaign back on the right track, but a horrendous individual error by Drazen Ladic allowed Bosnia to go in front. It needed Boban's winner 10 minutes from time to see Croatia through 3-2. But then Croatia lost in Denmark. That meant they had to win in their last group match against Slovenia. Davor Suker's early goal settled the nerves. Alan Boksic gave Croatia a 3-0 lead early in the second half. They went on to win 3-1, and with Greece and Denmark drawing elsewhere, Croatia reached the playoffs. Along with Italy and Russia, Ukraine was perhaps one country that all the playoff nations wanted to avoid. But for all their problems along the way, Croatia proved in the playoff that they could do it when it mattered. Slaven Bilic headed home after just 11 minutes from Prozanecki's cross. Four minutes after the restart, Goran Vlahovic latched onto a superb ball from Davor Suker to make it 2-0. A 1-1 draw in the return was enough to see Croatia through to France.
In the games against Ukraine, we showed our strength, because I think at that moment, Ukraine were the best team in Europe.
This is one of the last chances for this generation of players. We will try to do our best. No one is expecting us to win the tournament, but I think that with a bit of luck, if we can get to the quarter-final, we will be a great success, especially for Croatia, who are participating in the World Cup for the very first time.
It's a modest target. For many of these players, it will be a first and last World Cup, but Croatia are giving future generations a great foundation.
Well, a modest target indeed.